Robert Pattinson, known for his enigmatic roles and introspective demeanor, once found himself in a therapy session that took an unexpected turn. The actor, celebrated for his portrayal of brooding characters, revealed that a mental health professional misinterpreted his communication style during their conversation. Specifically, the therapist inquired if Robert was on drugs, unable to decipher the content of his words. Recounting the incident, Robert explained, "I went to therapy once, and the therapist asked me if I was on drugs because they couldn't understand what I was talking about." He responded with a touch of self-deprecation, adding, "I was like, I'm trying my best." This anecdote highlights the challenges of expressing oneself, especially for someone whose public image often blurs with their private self. This wasn't an isolated instance of feeling misunderstood for Robert. He delved deeper into his experiences during the height of his fame from the Twilight series, describing the period as overwhelming. While he genuinely enjoyed the process of making the films, the massive marketing machine behind them amplified the pressure. "I really enjoyed making the movies, but then there was such a huge marketing push behind it as well," he shared. In an effort to preserve his sense of self, Robert consciously pushed back against the all-encompassing hype. "I didn't want to get my personal identity caught up in that, so I tried to push forward my individuality a little, and that kinda stuck with me." This deliberate assertion of his unique identity has become a hallmark of his career, influencing how he approaches roles and public interactions. The Twilight phenomenon thrust Robert into a spotlight where fans often conflated him with his character, Edward Cullen, the enigmatic, immortal vampire. "It was also interesting getting famous off of playing a part. People thought I was that character in the beginning," he noted. This confusion between actor and role added layers to his public persona. Interestingly, Robert didn't hold his Edward identity as sacred because it wasn't inherently his own creation. Instead, he viewed it as an opportunity to play with perceptions. "I wasn't precious about that identity because it wasn't my identity to begin with," he explained. He found it intriguing to incorporate public expectations into his character development, reasoning that, "You're like, I assume at least a few people in the audience are going to be expecting this, so you can make it more dramatic." This strategic use of fame demonstrates Robert's thoughtful approach to his craft, turning potential drawbacks into artistic advantages. Robert's confidence in his self-identity allows him to adapt fluidly to new roles and personas. He feels very certain about who he is, which enables him to wake up one day and just be a different person in pursuit of storytelling. This fluidity is a key asset in his profession, where embodying diverse characters is essential. It also ties into his willingness to experiment, even in interviews, where he has occasionally fabricated stories for effect. One notable example occurred during a 2011 interview while promoting his film Water for Elephants. Robert casually mentioned witnessing a clown die in a car explosion as a child, delivering the tale with such conviction that it seemed genuine. Reflecting on it later, he marveled at his own delivery. "There was absolutely no hesitation at all in my voice," he said. "I'm like, what on earth? Are you possessed?" The fabrication stemmed from a moment of boredom during the early morning chat show appearance, following a premiere the night before. When asked about his circus experiences, Robert felt his real stories lacked excitement. "It was really early in the morning and it was the day after the New York premiere," he admitted. "Someone asked me what my experience at the circus was and I was like, oh God, I have nothing interesting to say." To liven things up, he improvised the dramatic anecdote, showcasing his playful side. This incident, among others, illustrates Robert's comfort with bending narratives, a skill honed through years in the industry. Now 39, he navigates life with a fiancée, Suki Waterhouse, and their 23-month-old daughter, balancing family with a career that continues to evolve. His role in the Batman franchise has solidified his status as a leading man capable of depth and intensity, while projects like the drama allow him to explore new creative territories. The therapy misunderstanding, while humorous in retrospect, touches on broader themes of communication and perception. For public figures like Robert, whose words are often analyzed and dissected, expressing complex thoughts can lead to misinterpretations. His story encourages empathy toward those who might not articulate in conventional ways, reminding us that everyone is trying their best. In conversations with co-stars such as Zendaya from the drama, Robert's insights reveal a man who values authenticity amid fame's illusions. His experiences with Twilight's fanbase, which helped animate his character through their enthusiasm, underscore the symbiotic relationship between actor and audience. By leveraging public views, he enhances his performances, making them more resonant. Ultimately, Robert's anecdotes, from therapy sessions to fabricated tales, paint a picture of an artist who embraces the absurdities of life in the spotlight. His ability to laugh at himself, coupled with a strong sense of identity, allows him to thrive. As he continues to take on challenging roles, fans can anticipate more revelations that blend humor, introspection, and creativity, enriching our understanding of the man behind the characters.